It's your boy Dom the Hustler back at you with another reaction video, and this is Blame the Rappers with MacDonald and DAX. Never heard of DAX, so this is gonna be interesting. And Blame the Rappers seems like an interesting title of a song, or just a good song in general. But let's go ahead and get right on into it. Shout out to the HOG gang, shout out to the Hustler gang. Appreciate you for tapping in. Let's get on into it.
Yeah, I'm a rapper, but I'm losing my respect for the genre. How many songs about Xanax and alcohol are we dropping? How many kids we gonna kill for we admit it's a problem? Probably stop if it was one of our sons or one of our daughters. We know our demographic is primarily youth. We glorify breaking the law to children in school. Kids copy what we see and imitate what we do. They'll go to jail for doing the things you thought them was cool. We put women in.
Yeah, that's called being influenced. I see a lot of fucking teenagers right now in Seattle carrying guns, flexing guns, running around their apartments, brandishing guns, thinking they're cool. You want to know why? It's because of the music they listen to. And there was a recent case out here where two 16-year-olds got put to jail because they were flexing guns in their apartment. What a shame.
Doing the things you thought them was cool. We put women in our videos exploiting their bodies, while little girls around the world grab their phone and they watch it. They need a realistic role model, not just a Barbie. They see strippers and escorts, but no lawyers or doctors. Hey, hip-hop, what the hell happened?
I tell you what, Seattle Aurora, Prostitute Ave, has been booming. There's so many, and it's sad because I see girls in high school, 16-year-olds, putting themselves on the streets. That is awful. That's fucking awful. And the people that actually pick these women up, isn't that like, that's not right. I don't know what it's called. What is it? It's not pedophilia, but it's fucking not right. It should be a fucking law. A 16-year-old girl getting picked up by, I don't know how old these guys are, man. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't know, man. But I see it on my Facebook, like, or on my Instagram, where people are actually recording these people, all the interactions and stuff like that. And what can you control, man? What can you control?
To Barbie, they see strippers and escorts, but no lawyers or doctors. Hey, hip-hop, what the hell happened? It was power to the people and we like that stuff. These days you're promoting that it's fun to be an addict, so I'm asking, how could y'all write that, bruh?
Right.
You can blame the rappers when you blow up, but your favorite songs are about doing drugs. So what happens after these kids grow up? And who's to blame for who they've become? They made it look so cool to shoot those guns and hate the cops and to get too drunk. You can't blame the rappers when you show up and love the song that make you dumb.
Yo, how does Tom write these beautiful hooks, man? Like, I'm a big fan of his hooks, and like melody is everything to me. And that melody of that hook right there for this song is fucking awesome. It's fantastic. It just complements the beat so well.
Making music is a privilege and a choice, and if you ever get,
I just want to say, I really like this guy's hair. I really do. I like that. That's interesting stuff.
It's a privilege and a choice, and if you ever get to be successful, you must understand the people that you influence. I swear by what you say, and that the melodies you sing make wings, build dreams, and fill voids. We got medication straight through voice. Some give life, and some destroy. And even though this money seems nice, it can't come, so we must take that as a hint, that there's other things in life we should enjoy. We move mountains, we cross states, we play roles in presidential debates. So don't you try and tell me making music is for fun, and you don't care about the things that our music helped make. Man, I know I'm not perfect, but I'll change. I'm the outcome of this world and my pain, and this music is pills, and I promise this dose that you take won't make you say,
you can blame the rappers
okay,
when you blow up, but your favorite songs are about doing drugs. So what happens after these kids grow up? And who's to blame for who they've become? They made it look so cool to shoot those guns and hate the cops and to get too drunk. You can't blame the rappers when you show up and love the song these artists can't even talk, they just mumble the lyrics. And the teenagers listen while they rebel from their parents, while the rappers tell them pop a pill, buy Gucci and wear it. They say screw the police, break the rules, smoke weed, buy some shoes you don't need, rep the hood in your street. All these rappers holding guns and now the kids want some. Mess around and kill a homie, you can't clean that blood. We encourage being stupid with our music, and we're normalizing poor moral standards while we do it. Little boys see the way that women look on our videos and assume it's real life, project that image on little girls. It's unrealistic. If you're young and you listen, you are one in a million. You are loved, you are different. Hey, hip-hop. I know life moves on, but while I'm here, how could you write that, dog? You can blame the rappers.
I like to say, like, I love that Tom MacDonald does extraordinary things for his music video. Like, look, he's sitting in a pile of dirt. Like, that right there is good stuff for a video. Like, his videos, he does a lot for. Like, I think he doesn't get enough credit of when he does in his video. Like, on the Straight White Male, he was playing as a girl. Like, you know, I admire all that stuff. That means, like, I feel like Tom MacDonald would be a great ass actor. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he'd be a great ass actor, and I feel like Nova would be a fantastic ass director. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
But your favorite songs are about doing drugs. So what happens after these kids grow up? And who's to blame for who they've become? They made it look so cool to shoot those guns and hate the cops and to get too drunk. You can blame the rappers when you show up and love the song that make you dumb. You can blame the rappers. Dollar bills and popping pills like party songs. It's not cool in real life. Cheap thrills and going till the morning comes. See what that feels like. You can blame the rappers when you blow up, but your favorite songs are about doing drugs. So what happens after these kids grow up? And who's to blame for who they've become? They made it look so cool to shoot those guns and hate the cops and to get too.
I know this is unnecessary, but I have that same belt. I have that same Gucci belt. Don't wear it. I don't really care for designer no more. If you seen that, like, I don't buy designer. I would never buy designer again. I'm not bashing on anybody who wears designer. I mean, to each his own, but you won't catch me wearing designer no more. Not at all. You might catch me in some hog gear next video or sooner or later. Definitely wearing some hog attire. I ain't gonna lie. This right here, this Listen shirt's my cousin's company. Like, I'd rather wear some local stuff or, like, you know, supportive stuff. I'm not gonna support I'm not supporting these goddamn designer brands. Have you guys seen the new Balenciaga shoes? Have you guys seen them? They look like slavery kicks, and they look like they came out the trash. And guess how much they're charging for those? $1,200 stinking dollars. Come on now, come on. Yeah, see, I have the same belt.
You can blame the rappers when you show up and love the song that make you dumb. You can blame the rappers.
Shout out to Nova, man. That was a great ass video. 10 out of 10 on a video. Definitely 10 out of 10 on a song, because I understand the meaning and I think it was a great meaning. Yeah, I got some money to pick up, but hey, like, you wonder why I got that Gucci belt? Because of the music I was listening to. You wonder why I got all these chains? Because of the music I was listening to. If I wasn't super influenced by all this stuff I was hearing, I probably wouldn't have got all this stuff. Probably would have invested it somewhere else. Probably in some better equipment, you know? I mean, I feel like I have some decent equipment so far. But, hey, like, I got too many guns. I shouldn't be saying that online, but, like, I got a lot of guns. And, like, it all started with the music I was listening to, but after, so I was selling weed one time and I got set up. This girl asked me, she was like, hey, I'm trying to pick up a eighth. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll slide your way. And then I was on the way and then she was like, are you trying to have sex? I was like, well, probably. I don't have any condoms or anything, so I'll go get some. And it went from that. And then she was like, I think I need more than an eighth. I want to pick up a half. And I was like, well, okay, well, I have that. She was like, how much do you have? And that was the red flag when I should have just been like, I should have just turned around. And I was like, well, how much was you looking to get? And she was like, whatever you got. And I was like, well, I was just like, I only got the half. She was like, oh, well, I was looking for a couple pounds. So I was like, well, I don't have that. But long story short, I go to her house, right? And first thing I do is I grab my gun out of my trunk. But these two guys approached me as I was going into my trunk, and they're like, do you know Keisha or something like that? I was like, no, I don't know no Keisha. And her name wasn't Keisha on Snapchat, so I didn't really know her name. So I was being honest. I was like, no, I don't know no Keisha. They're like, all right, dun. But they didn't see me put the gun in my waist. And it was in some apartments, and you had to walk down these stairs in order to get to her door, right? So I'm sitting here knocking on her door, no answer. And all I hear was the hammers go down on these guns, and they come one from the left, one from this side, and the other from that side. So there was two peoples, and I'm very familiar with guns. So they had 1911s with extended mags, and they told me to strip naked. And my first instinct was to grab my gun, but I didn't. I kind of just like went like that, like I was about to start running, but I like tapped it and kept, because one thing you don't want to do, guys, is draw on a drawn gun, especially when you got two pointed at you. And so I run up the stairs, and they grab me from my shirt, start smacking me around in the head and stuff like that. I had short hair like this. Split my head open, start smacking me. What saved me is one of the clips came out of the gun. And when I seen it, this was at like 12 at night, by the way, in Federal Way. So one of the clips came down, and I kicked it like a soccer ball. So they were trying to get me on the ground. They didn't get me on the ground. I stood my ground, and I kicked the clip, or the magazine. I'm sorry, guys. I keep saying clips. I kicked the magazine like a soccer ball, and it kind of went into this kind of like a bush area. So they went towards that direction to grab it, right? And I run to the other side of these apartments in the corner, and I didn't have a belt, so the gun that was on my waist at the time was down to my pant leg. So I hurried up and grabbed my gun from my pant leg. I was just trying to kick that shit out. And I hit the corner, and I aimed my gun at him, and I didn't want to shoot them in the back. So they were already running away. But if I knew the law, I probably would have been justified, because they were using lethal force on me. So I didn't shoot. I ran to my car. I got in my car. I was leaking. I stopped by a few gas stations to patch my head up, because I was just leaking super hard. And the paper towels wasn't really doing much. I was trying to get some water. I don't know what my big thing was, but these gas stations were closed in Fife, and I just really wanted some water. I was just thirsty. I was going through it. My phone was dying every time I was trying to call my girlfriend at the time. All the blood was like tapping the phone and doing other things on it, like it was pressing numbers and shit like that. My phone was dying. I was in a trance, so there was really not much I could do. So I pull up to my girlfriend's house at the time, and she was at a wedding. So I was just sitting there leaking in front of her house, just in my car. And then when she opened the car door, I just fell out the car. And she was just like, hey, like, what's going on? Like, she was just like, she was shocked. But, I can't really be that dramatic. I'm not a good actor. Not as good as Tom, by the way. But yeah, and I drove a stick shift at the time. I still drive a stick shift till this day, but she couldn't drive a stick shift. So she had her auntie drive me to the hospital. I got patched up. I got about like 15 staples, 15 stitches in my head. I still have the scars in my head till this day. But that was a lesson learned. I don't sell weed no more. I don't even really want to be involved with weed anymore. I mean, weed's legal, and you can go get it at the dispensaries now. So there's really no point of anybody selling weed these days. Not over here, at least. But hey, that's me being transparent with you guys. It happened when I was 21. It was September 19th. I remember the day. I woke up in the hospital September 20th. And yeah, it was a day I'll never forget, man. It was a day I'll never forget. But hey, shout out to the Hustler Gang. Shout out to the HOG Gang. We are out.